Hi, welcome to Bar Cart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about The Lesson by Cadwell Turnbull. Now, it's February, it's chilly out, it's, dark, and the nights are long, and it's at this time of the year that I really find myself wanting something a bit warmer in my reading. And The Lesson really provided that for me. It is a novel of first contact where an alien culture comes to visit Earth, and it is set entirely in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And so it was really nice to cast my mind and my palate into a more tropical summertime environment amid this sort of February chill. Like No Gods, No Monsters that we discussed last year, it's a really layered and thoughtful novel with multiple points of view that all sort of come together and examine the relationship between families and home, and the feeling of being isolated, and the feeling of the universe expanding, the sort of joy but also tension and fear that comes with the arrival of a new species. It was really not always a happy read, but one that is deeply moving and thoughtful and smart in just the way that No Gods, No Monsters was for me. So really just another remarkable book from Turnbull, and one that has me excited to see the return of the Convergence saga in We Are the Crisis later this year, and to appreciate this as really a standalone book. Just really, really excellent stuff that brought that summer tropical warmth while also a real measure of intellection and introspection. And of course, we had to have a cocktail for it. So without any further ado, why don't we turn to this week's drink. This is the Yn Altaa. It's a drink inspired by the sort of gestalt of the novel, but also the intersections that the characters have with this alien culture, the Yn Altaa, and the name is derived from this cultural artifact or idea or goal of the Yn Altaa that they're seeking. We come to see they're seeking through the course of the novel, and I won't translate it for you all here, but I encourage you to pick up a copy of the novel and find out for yourself. So, we will start with our Yn Altaa and get some rum going on. This is set in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We've got this cruisin' rum from the island of St. Croix, and that's our favorite for Turnbull's work, and our house rum here at Bar Cart Bookshelf. One of the really great things about covering books by Turnbull is I get to use my absolute favorite rum in here as well, and we're going to get 2 ounces of that rum into our tin using that aged dark rum today. Excellent. And once we've got our rum in, start adding our modifiers. Gonna get some lemongrass. If you have fresh lemongrass available, I encourage you to use that and just muddle that in your tin. But because it is February and there isn't a ton of lemongrass growing here in my neck of the woods, I am using this paste. We're going to want about a small bar spoon of that, maybe just a touch more. But we see in one of the characters' backyards there's lemongrass growing, and it's one of those flavors that's reached for by characters in the novel at several points. All right, so we've got our lemongrass To keep brightening things up, we're going to get 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. This nice, refreshing citrus. It's really going to blend with that bright herbalness and sort of citrusy quality of the lemongrass as well. And then, to sweeten things, we've got 1 ounce of mango juice, and we've got people growing mangoes in their backyards, just these wonderful tropical feelings that are going to be really super in the summertime as well, but also something that I really seek out when it's cold and I want to dream of warmer weather. So we're going to get a full ounce of that mango juice in there. And then, just because the lime juice and the lemongrass are so assertive, we're going to get 1/4 of an ounce of simple syrup as well. If you have access, whoop, that didn't quite work. There we go, just a touch. 1/4 ounce of the simple syrup. If you have access to cane syrup, that would be a good substitution as well. It's going to bring a slightly more vegetal quality, but I know that can be harder to find, and this neutral simple syrup is really going to get the job done for us. So, there we go. We've got all of our ingredients there. I'm going to give that a slight stir just to help that lemongrass paste distribute itself through the rest of the liquid. And then we'll get our ice in there. So, always add our ice last, because that's what cooks our cocktail. And 1 more ice cube. Lovely. Give it a big tin up top. And shake it up, wake it up. Lovely. There you go. That nice and frosty and foamy. And then we're going to take our hawthorn strainer and our fine mesh strainer, because we do have that lemongrass paste in there, and you don't really want to have that sort of grit of an herbal paste in your drink when you're sipping on it. So we're going to double strain this just to get that herbalness out. Lovely. There we go. And there you have it. This is the Yn Altaa, inspired by The Lesson by Cadwell Turnbull. Certainly, it is what is good in life. I wish you all the very warmest and happiest of Februaries. Got a link to snag the book in the description down below. Link to the Boston Shaker as well, where we get all of our tools and ingredients, things like the fine mesh strainer, the jigger, that sort of thing, to various forms of social media, including Twitter and Instagram, where there's always a written version of today's recipe. Please try the drink. Let me know what you think. Have you read The Lesson? I'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe. I really do get very, very happy when y'all hit that like button. Yeah. And until next time, cheers.